low competition niche research. My goal with this video is to help you and give you inspiration for your next t-shirt design. Always make sure that you're double checking for trademarks and copyrights. Just because I share it with you doesn't mean that you do not check it on your end. And if you guys are appreciating this type of content, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up because it helps me create more content like this. Let's get into it. This is my top research design vault. 460 plus niches. We should be hitting over 500 niches by the end of this month. Definitely will, honestly. I release niches every week as far as design inspiration, different ideas, what's selling right now, what's trending, and what people are buying. You're trying to get ahead of the competition to help you make sales with your print-on-demand business. You can see the niche name, related keywords, number of competition, and the link. There are people back here making sales, making money, and have a better understanding of what they should be designing for when it comes to creating a design for a t-shirt, right? So that's one of the most important things when people look at any of this stuff. It's like they don't know what's selling, and this is like what they should be creating. Everything is trademark checked and copyright checked back here too as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But I always recommend that you double check. I say this in all my videos because I'm human. I do make mistakes on my end too as well, and it happens to me sometimes where I'll create something, then I go back and check. I'm like, wait, oh dang. It's trademark. I can't create this design. You always double check everything that you do because it's your business. If you're trying to take this serious and make money and take it to that next level, I highly recommend Top Research Design Vault. All right, so first niche idea. There's a lot going on with this t-shirt. Simple text-based, but it's saying a lot. 4.7 out of 4 ratings, 100 bought in the past month. So something like this, it's not going against the rules. It's like almost there, but it's not. It's like that borderline. If you feel some type of way when it comes to something like this, obviously don't design it, but this is something right now that's selling. It's a consistent seller, and you can tell by looking at it. The niche like Goth girl or Goth girls, so it says on the shirt, but simple text-based, simple things like this, it makes sales. All right, if you want to go more into like the Goth niche, you can research that more, but that's the bigger picture for this design. It's made its first sale this year, March, and then look at it's consistently selling. And there's certain, I think in July, it seems like it did a downward trend, went down to 53K, but it's staying consistent, right? Something like this is a consistent seller. This is what we look for as print-on-demand sellers. We have a result of 447, and then you can see right there, the search term, I'm very vulnerable, right? RN, if any Goth girl, take advantage of me t-shirt. You can get an idea of some of the other designs, very similar. Now, one thing I always recommend when it comes to all this, it's to get the idea of the actual design, right? Or the niche and see if there's a demand. Now, what else can you possibly do? Think about it a little bit here. Now you can use like AI to help you come up with different ideas. It's just very powerful. I've created videos on this about coming up with just so many different ideas by leveraging AI instead of sitting there using all that brain power. Then you have no energy to create a design, right? So leverage AI to help you come up with the concept of talking to it and get your brain going, get the inspiration and get those creative juices going to help you create a cool design. They have it on sweatshirts too as well, but there it is. Pretty decent BSR too. And if you're unaware to what the BSR is, it's basically Amazon gives us the best sales rank, right? So it's like the bestseller rank, gives us that information. And basically when it goes down, the more demand it has and the more sales it's making. But when we have access to this, that means that the product is making sales. When it's going up and down, it's making consistent sales. And that's what you look for when it comes to selling on Amazon.com. You want to look for a demand. All right, next idea. Does my new knee make me look sexy? Right? Amazon choice badge overall pick, knee replacement, surgery joke, these type of designs. There's different types of surgeries, right? There's hip replacement, knee replacement, the list goes on, right? Funny shirts around this that make a joke out of their surgery and just having fun with it and trying to make them happy. That's the intentions behind this. They're definitely top selling t-shirt designs. There's one like I just got into a fight with a bear and the person with a silhouette of a stick figure on crutches, right? So there's different ways of creating this right now. Just creating a joke out of it is a really cool idea for a t-shirt design, right? You're making someone laugh. And if you can do that, it makes it easier for you to make sales with a t-shirt design, right? So it just makes sense. So 4.2 out of 5, 32 ratings. The color scheme, white and like a blue, white, and then like a purple, pinkish color going on right here. You can see who they're targeting with this, right? With the color scheme. I'm assuming like the sexy side. I'm assuming more of a woman, like a girl when it comes to this. And then if you come down all time, we look at it. First sell in 2021, but look at this. Consistently selling over the years, and you can see how it's going down. If you look at the sales rank, it's how it's going straight down. And this right here, look at that, crushing it. Now, I think there's a little bit of a change in the Amazon algorithm. When you see something like this suddenly just drops like that, it just staying down there. Amazon's like testing out the algorithm and it comes back up, right? So they're testing that out, which is just part of the game. If I've been selling on Amazon.com or just Amazon Merch on Demand and creating print on demand content for over 8 years. When I first started my journey with this, I literally was like, all right, I'm going to create print on demand content, record my first YouTube video and help people out. And I've helped thousands and thousands of people out. But just seeing like this, you understand it over the years, just understand like this is the Amazon messing with the algorithm, and then it goes back up. We come over here, does my new knee make me look sexy t-shirt? We have a result of 187. And here are a few different ideas. Take a look at them. All right, next idea is just fold. I have it, poker design. Now this is cool because this is a simple text-based design, right? When you see something that is very simple like this, you get excited because you're like, it can be done. I don't have to be some crazy designer or some type of artist. I can create a simple text-based design that's funny or makes a statement or has a saying, you know what I mean? Like you're being competitive. Think about a competitive saying in a certain, so for example, poker, right? You can think of something that's very competitive. They're competitive at the table when you see these tournaments and stuff. They're sitting there trying to go against each other to figure out, you know, who's going to win or who's going to fold. So it just, like, stuff like this is good. So think of certain ideas. Think of funny sayings in competitive sports or any competitive niche, right? This is a really good idea. 4.9 out of 5, 23 ratings, Amazon Choice Badge overall pick, $19.99, 50 bought in the past month. We come down all-time sales. We look at this thing. 2021, it's made the first sale, but then look at consistently making sales over the years, and you can see that little drop again. But look at consistently, boom, staying below like 500K, which is really nice. Now we come over here, we have a result of 307, just fold, I have it, t-shirt. Now you come over here, this is cool. You can see the concept, just fold, I have it. You can see people sitting at the poker table. They're using different elements from the actual cards. They actually have the cards here, and the different, you know, the hearts, spades, all that stuff right here. Just different concepts, different ideas. Understand what people are doing inside of this niche. All right, next idea is sorry. I'm assuming I is spelling out I-D-G-A-F. Funny hidden message guitar chords for lover. See what they're doing with, obviously, the title is important because of the keywords here. One thing too, just going over this is just understanding. If you understand the title, you can see who they're trying to target, right? By looking at the keywords, always tell you a story. I've said this many of years. It's just understanding the keywords, and then you'll get the idea. Oh, so if you don't understand the design, you come in here like this. What's this? Like if I look at this right here, by looking at the design, I would not know what it meant unless I came over here and look at the title. I understand it. I got it. So you can see what they did right there. They put that little dash right there. I'm not sure if they put I-D-G-A-F. It stands for I don't give a, it stands for that. So I'm assuming they did that on purpose so Amazon doesn't push it back. That's what I'm guessing. 50 bought in the past month, $13.95. The design, you can see it right here. Very simple, nothing too crazy. The placement, probably bring it up just a tiny bit more maybe. I feel like it may be on the stomach just a tiny bit. And then if you look, it submitted its first sell in 22.2. It just started doing it, but then it looks like it started just catching into the algorithm. Now, when you look at the stuff like this, keep in mind, I'm looking at this and you're seeing this, it's understanding that at first, like the design might not do good. And then maybe this person started pushing ads to it and trying to trigger the algorithm to push it even more, in which in return, organically, it starts to make sales. That's the goal. And if you do something like this, you can see how powerful, right? This is a powerful way to push the design into the algorithm to make more and more sales. Customers usually keep this item. Interesting. Now we come over here, 133 results. Sorry, IDGAF hidden message guitar t-shirt. You can see that's where the dash would go right there. But let's come over here. You can see overall pick. You can see that little badge, a nice little badge right there. You see that? If you get this right here, I have it on my few of my products right now. It does stand out a bit. And you see what they're doing with the retro style color scheme here, using the guitar, like that sunset shadow of the guitar, which is pretty cool. Of the guitar, you see what they did there? Pretty cool. All right, next idea, Merry Shiftmas and a Happy New Year. Now, this right here, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, that's a song. But the way that they changed it up and made it, technically it's completely different. It's not there, but it's there, but it's not. And this is the understanding too. You have to understand this. And if you don't get it, I don't recommend you do it. but just switching up a few things in the sentence or in the actual lyrics of a t-shirt design, or kind of see what they did there as far as the lyrics in a song or yeah, it is a song. So switching that up right there, it's completely different. And that is one way. I know a few sellers that do this, and they do this type of design where they're just switching stuff up and creating a whole different design, but it looks very similar to the brand of a certain design, right? And they understand the rules, right? And they're switching up a good percentage of the actual design, but just staying clear of it. And this does take an understanding and learning, because if you don't get it, you're playing with fire, right? And from my understanding, Amazon does accept these type of designs, but you just have to get it, understand it. Like, for example, like the Godfather design, you're seeing like the Codfather design or something like that. That's a perfect example of something that people, that they love it, right? And then you're just switching it up and applying it to a more of a general niche, like a football, baseball, fishing, soccer, anything like that. Now, same thing with this. They turned it into a stick shift. It's a manual gearbox, and you can see what they did here. Instead of Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, it's Merry Shiftmas and a Happy New Gear, right? It's completely different. They mix it up, and they even put more into it to make it even more different, right? And it's a good idea. Now, like I said, if you don't understand it, don't do it. If you're going to take the time to understand it, it can probably work in your favor. Cool design. I think it's pretty cool. $13.38 set cost, right? No BSRs popping up for us on this one, but if we come over here, we have it was first available on 2023, which is last year. But look, it's starting to crank in and make sales. If we have a BSR that's lower than 1 million and Christmas is coming up, it's definitely making sales. So if making sales, most likely like this, and the BSR is low 1 million, it's definitely doing something. And probably a good idea to think of something like this. People love to drive a stick shift or manual gearbox, and there's those people out there that love this, and this is their thing, so they'll buy these type of designs. All the research that I'm doing inside of this video, I'm using Merch Informer. This is the research tool that I use to find low competition niches. So let me go ahead and share with you how I'm using this. And my coupon code is going to be down below the description. I get a little affiliate kickback from that. And there is a free trial. So test it out for a few days. If you don't like it, cancel before it charges you. Product research. Come over here to Merch Hunter. Let me show you how you can make money with this tool and find low competition niches. You can filter a lot of stuff out right here. We can exclude brands, which is really cool. So I'm going to hit that, exclude that. Come down right here, leave that. And then with the number of reviews, I'll keep it like 10 or so. And then I'll hit search. And me hitting search is going to basically go on to Amazon.com and do some scraping over there for us to find some new t-shirt designs. Now, with certain things, obviously, you still have to make sure that you check in for your trademarks and your copyrights. You want to make sure that you're not infringing on another brand. That's one important thing. Now, if we come down here, look at this right here. I'm voting for the convicted felon. Okay, that's a real popular one right now. If you're unaware of that, I've made some content on that too, going over that niche. Juneteenth is a real popular one right now. Let's go down right here. Let's say, for example, look at this right here. I went over this one too. I found this one. Let's go ahead and click on this listing. It's 4th of July, and then we have fighter jets. But and on the back of the fighter jets, it's basically showing the American flag, which is a really cool design. Now let's come over here to all-time sales. Let's check this out. It's made its first sale in 2023, right? But look at this. There's a big demand for this right now, and it's cranking. It seems like it cranks throughout the whole year and makes a lot of sales. So this is one way that I look to see what people are buying. And now what else can you create that's related to this right here? But this is crazy because this is an evergreen niche, right? Obviously, they're targeting 4th of July, but this is an evergreen niche that's going to sell all year long. By looking at the BSR chart, we're seeing that right there, right? Now, let's keep going down, and there's a ton of stuff down here that you probably not even heard, like you never even thought about, right? And a little bit more Merry 4th of Happy the thing. Now, let's click on something like this. Now, Joe Biden funny design, if we come down, we're looking at this. Look at the all-time sales. So it's made its first sale in 2023, but look at right now, it's cranking and making a lot of sales right now. Now, the main goal behind this is just to see what's the demand. What are people buying right now? What can I do? What can I create? And then get an idea from that. As I'm looking at all this stuff, there's so many different niches that you can go after in here. I'm just showing you one way that you can use this tool. Here's another fighter jet design, which is pretty cool, right? They turn it the opposite way. And you can just come down here and just never run out of ideas. Just here for the wieners. 4th of July design. Look at that. Let's see. Click on this. Oh, it looks good on an all-white t-shirt, which is nice. But let's look at the all-time sales. It's made its first sale in April 2024, but like this is a newer design that's making sales. Something like this, like when I see something like this, people are obviously buying this type of design right now. It's a good idea to figure out something that's of your own and make something like this. And so that's how I leverage Merch Informer to help me come up with awesome new ideas. And there's a whole suite back here. You can even design your own design here. There's a ton that can be done with this tool. Really awesome tool. If you want more low competition niche research done like this for you, watch this video right here next. Thank you very much for watching. Peace out.